Another week, we at it again. Going live. What's happening? Y'all here early today. What's going on, man? What's on y'all mind? What's going on with y'all? Oh, man, Grady. Hey, Grady, yo. One of these days you gotta get on. We gotta rap about Imani Bates, yo. Cause that young boy looks ready. Oh man, Lomax, yo, we gonna get to these Ravens, yo. I don't know if you got a chance to peep my little short power rankings, but I definitely gonna talk about them Ravens today. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother, just stepped into the Gift is Free Live, my man, my brother Dane. My man Kev checking in. What's going on with y'all today, man? We'll get started in just 1 second. You know I'll wait a couple minutes. Let a couple people get in. Get acclimated. What's going on, Kev? What's on y'all mind, man? Dane, what's on your mind today, man? Yeah, I hear you, yo. I hear you. Coach Jackson, what's happening, Coach? I'm gonna go ahead and get started real quick. People probably gonna be dropping in any second now, but I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Welcome to another episode of the Gift is Free Live, man. We go live every single week. Kev, what's up, bro? And as you keep saying, I keep hitting my nose. I had a little pimple right there, so I'm gonna be looking at that joint the whole time. But listen, this is another episode, man. Kind of catering to the football that's popping right now. Obviously, you see all of the. I seen all of the responses to the post that I made to the power rankings. So we just going to give a little quick run through real quick of that, just to kind of acquaint people that didn't get a chance to see it. I'm going to do it real quick, though. It's not going to be a long take. I had the Cowboys at the 5th spot, the Rams at the 4th spot, the Packers at the 3rd spot, and I had the Chiefs at the 2nd spot and the Patriots as the number 1 team in the league right now. And that was kind of based off of a number of factors for real, and just kind of getting a wide scope on all of the teams and seeing what they had to go through all season in order to get placed where they are. I didn't want to do it after week 1 or 2. I feel like doing this like every 3rd, 4th, 3 or 4 games that go by will be a little bit better. So what I kind of based it off of was the pedigree of the teams that they were playing, and kind of like how they were operating in the sense of scoring and being able to stop their team. So if you kind of take a glance at some of these situations, you look at the Cowboys. I had them at number 5, and they were 3-0. But I looked at the opponents they played, which was the Giants, the Redskins, and Miami. And the only reason why I had them hesitant in having them at 5th is because of the simple fact that they play the Saints this week coming up, and I know that's going to be a tough game for them going forward. So it's kind of more like a future tense as well to the power rankings, and that's why I always added who they played this week coming up to kind of determine where we, can grade these teams. So real quick, I'm going to get to my man Lomax as he want to buzz in.
Hey,
What's up, Doc?
what's up, yo?
Laid back, man. Thanks for coming on, man. How you doing?
I'm all right, man. I want to talk about these Ravens, man.
Talk about your boys, man. What's going on with them, man?
Man, they upset me. I'm proud of them, you know what I'm saying? But that whole game, whole game really made me upset. You know? So first off, get the bullshit out the way. The refs, yo. The refs, yo, they had 4 terrible calls. They called what is it? They called it offensive pass or a defensive pass interference on that pick when the man was looking back for the ball. They called what was it? Holding on Snead when it was like a 30-yard run. That the man, even the commentator, was like, "That's not holding." You know what I'm saying? they called the touchdown run from McCoy. Like the cameraman actually zoomed in on one of their offensive linemen that tackled him from the back, you know, and so like he literally just tackled a man from the back and they didn't throw a flag. Like that was just bad calls, but that's whatever. That happens, whatever. Mm-hmm. Then you have basically the play calling for us on offense was terrible. So basically, when you think about it, the reason why we have such a good offense is because we can eat you up from any point. You know what I'm saying? If you stop the run, we can pass it. If you stop the run and the pass, Lamar can run it outside. So, you know, you got to pick your poison. So, you know, week 1, we played the Dolphins. All they did was, you know, load up the box, and they wanted to stop Lamar from running. He only had 3 yards. But then we passed on him. Ingram had 100. So the second week, we played Arizona. They loosen up the box, but they focus on Ingram. Lamar runs on the outside for 120. Hollywood gets his. So this game, they took a D back, and they spied Lamar. So whenever he ran outside, he had a D back that was his only duty, was to make sure Lamar didn't, you know what I'm saying, get 6-7 yards. And they did a good job on that. They put somebody over top with Hollywood, so Hollywood was getting double teamed. They did a good job on that. So what do? You run the fucking ball up the middle. But the first half, all 3 of our running backs had 6 or 7 yards of carry. And they did not run the ball. Lamar Jackson was throwing it deep. They were trying to, like, light them up. Like, they were just trying to explode on them like they were the Dolphins. You know what I'm saying? And we weren't built for that. So then the second half, what they do, their first drive, they had like I want to say it was 8 carries in a row. They went for 70 yards and a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all we had to do the whole game. And that doesn't make sense why they wouldn't do that anyway, because you can't stop Mahomes. The only way you can stop Mahomes is by keeping him off the field. You've got to control the time of possession. Yeah, so, true. Like, to me, trying to go in a shootout with Mahomes, that's a losing game. You know? Like, that was just stupid. And then don't even get me started on all the, you know, 2-point conversions. Like, the first one I was kind of down with, but the other ones didn't make no sense. I was looking at everybody like, yo, like, is there something I'm missing? Yo, like, what are they doing? Like, they trying to lose the game. Mm-hmm. And then the last thing I want to talk about, yo, and this is the only thing, like, that really hurts me, and that's, like, it makes me feel like, personally, as much as I love the Ravens, it makes me feel like we had no chance against the New England. Like, we can beat Kansas City, but I didn't realize how much losing C.J. Mosley hurt us this year. Like, if you notice, like we going back to week 1, the Dolphins, they threw it deep. It got picked off by Earl Thomas. But then after that, if you paid attention to the game, all they did was quick passes, because we were also getting to the quarterback. Quick passes, wide receiver screens, they were outs, and they were kind of having a little bit of success. They didn't have success the whole game. So then a rookie, the second week, Arizona, Kyler Murray comes out and has 350 yards on us, yo. And none of them were really deep passes like that. Like, there was a few that was like, you always get 1 or 2 deep passes. Mm-hmm. But most of them, the passes that were big plays, were little short screen, like small crossing routes and shit like that. Earl Thomas and everybody after the game, they were like, you know, there was a lot of miscommunication, this, that, and the other. But when we played the Chiefs, the very first drive, we got at Patrick Mahomes. We were getting at him. We sacked him. He was doing 7-step dropbacks. What happened was they said, we ain't going to let Mahomes get hit no more, so we just going to do these quick passes. And they ate us up, yo. Our linebackers don't know where the fuck they're supposed to be, yo. They literally don't know. They running around at the start of the play before they're running around. They don't know what's going on. They can't cover from sideline to sideline on tackles. They can't cover running backs. right? They can't get to the holes. They can't make tackles. Anything in the flats, that's a given, Like they eating us up. So if you get we might be able to deal with the Chiefs, but when you get Tom Brady and Bill Belichick out there that know you don't know what the fuck you doing, they are going to eat us up. There's nothing that we can do for that, Like there's nothing. Your linebacker.
That you said that. Now that you said that, the one question I wanted to ask you, because I know you was getting yours off, I want to ask you one question, and you kind of answered already, but going forward, do you not think teams are going to take that model, that they just seen and how successful it was? Do you think they're not going to be pushing that towards them? Because, I mean, that game might be a particular as well, because the Chiefs are really good. Right. But it's like teams might use that model that they seen against them as far as how they were attacking offensively with the quick dumps, and then they were running the ball too. That was one thing that was undermined.
Killed me, I lost it,
It was 100 and some. You know what I mean? It was like in a numbers game, you giving up 100+ yards on the ground with a guy that's throwing at least 300 a game. You're not going to really be too successful. So do you think going forward, will Lamar be able to adjust to this situation? Because that game particularly, he wasn't too good throwing.
Yeah,
and he's got to be able to adjust.
That's what they stopped. You know what I'm saying? But Lamar, you know what I'm saying, he ain't Breeze. And, even Brady, you know what I'm saying, if you stop his targets when he didn't have very good wide receivers, Brady would just dink and dunk. Like, he'd just drop it off to the running backs or whatever.
Right.
So I think this will happen. To answer your question, one, Lamar, as long as they get the right play call and they can adjust faster, the offense won't be an issue. With the defense, though, you know what I'm saying? I say the offense won't be an issue because if you stop the deep pass, if you stop the Lamar running, the Ingram and Big Gus, they knew it was coming last year, and Gus was still getting 4 or 5 yards a carry. So, like, if we lose everything, if we go back to last year's offense, we still going to be moving the ball, running the rock. You know what I'm saying? But defensively, they ran the ball because because like our first front, like our starting line, nobody can really run the ball on us effectively. What happened was they were running around so much because he was dinking and dumping. They had to substitute because people were tired. And then our second ends like Bowser and them, they can't hold the edge. You can run on those guys. Judon, you're not running on. What's his name? Fit McPhee, you're not running on him. Brandon Williams, you're not running on him. But the second string though, they suspect, They not built for that. And so if our defense is on the field all day long, they just get worn out. And then you start getting everybody breaking off. But like, I was looking at that game like, since when have we ever had people running us like that?
Yeah, that was something that was different for real. That's one of the main things that I had jotted down. I was like, damn, like they don't do that like that. And it was funny because I was actually reading a couple different articles about the game, and then I watched the highlights, and everybody was saying the same thing. It was a consensus. Like, the Ravens gave up yards on the ground that they normally would never give up.
We never do that.
You know what I'm saying? So
if our linebackers, we had any type of linebacking core, they're trash, They are, get rid of them all. Or at least fucking throw, what's his name, Osawa or whatever, Peanut they call him. He was nice as like a weak side linebacker when he was just all of his responsibility was small responsibility. Now that he's got to run that front seven, he's lost, He's just lost.
Man, it's rough, man. One last thing before you get up out of here, player.
Yeah. No, that's it, man. I'm just saying the Ravens, the Chiefs, the Chiefs, they ain't built like that. Like Ravens, if we see them in the playoffs, I'm fine. Patriots, if I was honest, as much as I mean, Eric, you always got to punch his chance, fight his chance, but I just don't see it, man. That's gonna be rough unless somebody.
Week 9, player. Week 9.
Week 9. We gonna see it.
I already said it yesterday. They're gonna be undefeated until then, so we gonna see what y'all gonna do with them.
Yeah, let's see, man. Yeah, but in any case, thanks for having me up here,
Hey, man, we appreciate you taking your time out of your day from saving people's lives in the doctor's office right now. We appreciate you, dog. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, man.
All right. My man, Dr. Lomax. And don't ever get it twisted. Dr. Lomax. But yeah, man, it's kind of a crazy situation. Like my man Grady said in the comments, you look at a guy like Patrick Mahomes. He already got 1,100 passing yards, man. It's kind of incredible to see what he's doing so quickly. He's number one in yards and in touchdowns in the NFL right now. His team's rolling 3-0, and their opponents were. I mean, honestly, you could honestly rate them as the number one team if you were. I mean, if you were looking at it in a certain way, because the Patriots really haven't played anybody, but at the same time, the people that they played, they just blown them out the water. It hadn't even been close. So at the end of the day, when you look at these five teams, man, the Cowboys, Rams, Kansas City Chiefs, the Patriots, and the Packers, it's a different bunch between all five of the teams, but at the same time, it all comes down to the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? The Patriots got a monster quarterback. Mahomes is a top quarterback. Dak Prescott a top quarterback, and Aaron Rodgers is the top quarterback. So at the end of the day, when you come in and you're looking at the top of the league, you got to have somebody that's elite at that position to be able to carry that load. So going forward with that, like I said, I was approached by a lot of people that was like the Ravens and was talking about how I didn't have the Ravens on the list. Well, the thing about the Ravens is, like, when you look at them, they 2-1. They played the Dolphins first, blew them out. Everybody was so gung-ho on them so fast. And, I mean, I think I was on the train too, but it kind of got lost in context when they played the Cardinals the next game. Because of the Kyler Murray situation and him putting up so many yards, it wasn't something that you're used to seeing against the Ravens. So going into the game 3 with the Chiefs, you were expecting them to kind of come out and be more of a aggressive team offensively, and it kind of hurt them because of that simple matter. Like Lomax says, like they're throwing the ball way too much when they were effective on the ground. You're effective on the ground with your quarterback, and your running backs are effective. You have 42 throws by Lamar in this whole game. I mean, granted, most of them came in the second half trying to come back, but at the end of the day, that's too much for him. And he's been throwing over 35 times a game already. So you have to get some sort of identity established to where as though you can understand how to make adjustments. You can understand that if the throws aren't necessarily linking right at that time, you can always slide to your run game, and that's something that was successful for them in the second half as well. And that's another thing about the second half, because this team had 400 plus yards. Again, like the flash that they show in the second half is what they were showing in the first 2 games. But the thing about separating the elite teams from the okay teams and the mediocre teams is that the elite teams are able to come through and adjust at any moment and be competitive and consistent. The main thing they're able to be is consistent. Now, you look at the Chiefs, they were doing what they were doing throughout the game. You look at the Patriots, they kind of chip away through it throughout the game, and the rest of these teams. Now, the Ravens, now they played the Dolphins and they put up a lot of points. The Cardinals, it wasn't really that close. When you look at this team, when they play actual legit competition, they fell short in the first half because they were figured out and they made an adjustment, but it was kind of too late at that point because the Chiefs had already kind of put the game away and they were making a great effort to come back. That's what I'm saying. The effort was there, but if you want to be elite in this league, it has to be consistent. And that takes me to the Lamar situation. Like, you having him again, like I said, you're throwing 42 times, 43 times. You got all of them throws and, you know what I mean, 260 yards passing, 70% passing rate. Not 70%, I'm sorry. 70.6 passing rate. And you had 0 touchdowns. Now, to be effective in the league at the quarterback position, just like you were being braggadocious about it a couple of weeks ago, you have to be able to come through in those big games where these defenses are going to be lining up for you. You can't go out there and have a lackluster effort in the terms of passing the ball at any point, regardless of your running backs are doing what they're supposed to do or not. Your defense didn't do too well this week, so you have to kind of give them a break and be able to establish your tempo and establish your rhythm way earlier in the game than you do against the Chiefs this past weekend. So looking at the Ravens, that's kind of why they were outside of the top 5, and I really didn't have a hard time leaving them out of the top 5 because I also have the Saints out of the top 5, and I think those two go hand in hand because the Saints are kind of like the same team to me. Like, you know what I mean? They got the weapons to do it. They gave up 1, but it's just a simple matter of having Teddy Bridgewater there now and Drew Brees being out. It's just they're just missing one little piece, and it's just throwing them off, and that's why they're not in the top 5 either. But now that moves me to my next team, which was the 49ers. Now, my brother and them was giving me some flack about the 49ers, and a lot of people were hitting me up on the Facebook about the 49ers and why I didn't have them in the top 5, and they're undefeated. And yeah, I think it's just like when you look at the 49ers and who they played the Bucks first week. They got that win. The Bucks are now 1-2. Bengals are 0-3 right now, and the Steelers are 0-3. The Bucks got that win against the Panthers, by the way. I wouldn't consider them a prime opponent. So, yeah, 3-0, yes. Panthers at best are mediocre. The Bengals, like I said, are 3-0. And the Steelers are the Bengals are 0-3, and the Steelers are 0-3. Sorry. So you look at this past week, this team has 5 turnovers, 3 fumbles, 2 picks. So in the last 2 weeks, you got 6 turnovers. Like, that's not winning football. At the end of the day, that's not going to last when you're playing. You know what I'm saying? So the bright spot in it is that you've been able to work through it and get the wins. But at the end of the day, that type of play, that type of you giving away the ball at that rate, you're not going to be able to win. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that they haven't really played any real comp and having 7 turnovers is kind of like the thing that puts them over the tipping point for having them outside of the top 5. And they're a good team. Like, don't get it twisted. But at the end of the day, you're playing a team like the Steelers. They give up 442 yards a game. And you almost gave this game away. You know what I'm saying? 5th worst in points given up per game are the Steelers. And you had a struggle with that type of team. So to look at you playing the Steelers and having that type of rough effort, I'm not going to sit there and validate you as a team in the top 5 when I'm saying you're struggling with teams you should be putting away with ease. Teams that you should be putting away with ease, you're having issues with, and that's the main thing and the reason why I didn't have them in the top 5.
Hey, yo.
What's going on?
You see what I'm on, right? Hey, so first of all, everybody want to talk about they not playing nobody. My nigga, it's week 3. You feel me? Now we're looking at a league full of, it's an injury plagued league right now. Nobody is really roster is 100% for real. You know what I mean? Now let's talk about the game itself. The game is built off defense, bro. You feel me? You can have Tom Brady, bro. If the defense outmatches Tom Brady, they can't win. My nigga, we gave up 5 turnovers. Yes, I'm never happy with that. You feel me? They got 6 points off 5 turnovers, which means the D was partying.
Right.
You feel me? So you bring whoever in there. If the defense is stopping them, how they gonna win?
Yeah, you don't win games. You know,
My
defense
point.
show up.
Okay, it's week 3. We haven't played nobody. That's everybody want to say that. I'm being a little humble right now. I'm gonna wait till like week 6. We got a bye coming up this week, but I'm just telling y'all now, defense is surged. And offense got some young bulls, some receivers. Garoppolo getting it together a little bit. We really on the bounce back tip, but we 3-0 though.
Right. I feel you on that.
You know what I mean?
But this is my thing, right? When you look at the teams, right, and like y'all got busy with the Bucks and the Bengals, so I can't really, you know what I mean, equate it to y'all not being able to handle the business.
Yeah, I put up numbers.
Put up numbers against them week 1 and week 2 for real. Now that's what I'm saying. Based it off of that game and looking at all of these other teams, I feel like all of these other teams is in a better position than y'all right now. That's all I'm saying.
All based off of what though? Mostly off of the teams they played. What?
I mean, not necessarily. Like the only team that I probably would say that is even close to knocking off with y'all is probably the Rams. That's the only team, because you look at a team like the Cowboys, they doing what they supposed to do. They got the number 1.
Cowboys can't see us, by the way. Go ahead.
I mean, the Packers.
Get at me in the comments if you think otherwise. Cowboys can't see us. What? Go ahead.
The Packers, they really thorough for real. They played the Bears week 1 and they handled business against the Broncos, who was definitely slumming. But the way they did them was kind of how I kind of graded it to keep them in the top 5 for real. And
Packers
then obviously
beat the Bears, right?
Huh?
Packers beat the Bears.
Yeah, they went to the Bears and beat them opening week.
I salute them for that because the Bears defense are up the hook too.
Then they
Again,
beat
everybody know the game of football. Any sport, defense stands above all. You can have the best offense in the world. If you can't score on defense, what is that move? What you gonna do?
That's a fact.
Now, these bum Ravens, I ain't gonna say bum. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Pops. That's Pops. You know what I mean? I got love for the Ravens too. But I'm just saying though, we gonna see them in December when everybody can say we played somebody. At the end of the day, we got to bye this week, so I can't really speak on nothing this week. We're going to see what them top 5 teams you talking about do this week. You know what I mean? And then we'll rate this again next week. But never can you keep us out in the top 5 this week, week 3, after week 3, 3-0, with the numbers we put up. I mean, the crazy win we got last week, man, we number 3 or better. I'll at me. Dame up, Dax up. San Fran all day. I'll holler at y'all.
All right, oh man, 49ers up. What he said, Joe. I ain't really got too much. Too much to say about that. You know what I'm saying? We got another person jumping in real quick. Oh man. Oh, he chopped off real quick, man. That was my brother Dame, though, man. 49ers up and down with him. You already know how he rolling for real. You've seen him before. He all 49ers. But at the end of the day, man, like I said, it's just a little trying to put them in the top 5, especially when they haven't really been able to say they have an awesome resume and they didn't really put it together last week. And having a bye week is just going to have them kind of faded off a little bit into the 3-0 that they are. So, as it sits right now, as it sits right now, I think it still look good. But I mean, y'all posing this. That was a good point for real. That defense has been holding it down. Well, man, what's going on, yo? Another San Fran man. My man Pac, what's happening?
My God, bro, stop playing with us, man. Stop playing with us, bro. Look, you see it.
I ain't playing with y'all, man. I'm just letting you know something.
Nah, bro, you playing with us, bro. Listen, you can't sit there and say we not top 5. And you can't say, listen, the schedule's a schedule. We play, a win is a win. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And if Dallas had the same schedule we had and they beat the teams we beat, you people still put them in their top 5. And you can't say, oh, well.
My fault. No, the pedigree of Dallas is sort of the same as y'all's, but they punished all of their teams, though.
But my thing is, okay, so my thing is, if they played the exact same teams we played and they won, y'all would still put them in their top 5. You know what I'm saying? Mm. So why not give us the same respect? You got to put us in the top 5.
The only reason why I didn't, like I said, the only reason why I didn't is because of the fashion of the last game. You know what I'm saying? Y'all won that game. Y'all won that game, but they gave that one up, too.
No, listen. They ain't give up nothing, yo. They sorry, bro. It was self-inflicted injuries, bro, with them fumbles. That was on us, bro. That was on us. That wasn't on. They ain't nothing that they did. That's us.
Like Dame said, they scored 6 points off of them turnovers. That's pretty
exactly. Mm-hmm. Defense showed up. Defense played. You know what I'm saying? And defense win games, bro. You know what I'm saying? You could score. Your score could be 3-0 if you got a solid D. You still get a dub.
Right. That's a fact.
So you know what I'm saying? Hey, Niners up, bro. We up. We up. You know what I'm saying? We look. Hey, we've been taking the lumps for so many years. Y'all Niners fan? Oh, y'all trash. But we've been taking that. Yeah. Now what? And it's early. But hey, but then we come right off the bye and we get bum Cleveland. We're gonna smoke them too.
That's a fact, and I do have that jotted down too. I got the bye week, but I got Cleveland after that, so y'all gonna be all right.
So
Great.
right now, top 5. Right now,
Who? This is what I'm saying. Who in this top 5 is y'all taking out? That's another question I gotta ask too.
Who? All right, give me the top 5 again.
The top 5 teams: number 1 Patriots, number 2 Chiefs, number 3 Packers, number 4 Rams, and number 5 Cowboys.
What? We could beat the Rams.
Take the Rams out.
Yeah.
That's what I told Dame too, though. I said that's probably the only team that you could probably
take the Rams out. You can take the Rams out.
And they beat the Saints.
So?
They beat the Panthers.
They sorry.
I mean, they sorry, but I mean, y'all ain't played nobody too much better. So I can't.
Exactly. So okay, bet. So you just proved my point. So you said we ain't playing nobody.
Okay, go ahead.
Who else?
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you said they didn't play nobody too much better, but I mean, they you know what I'm saying? They terrible. So you giving them in, you putting them in, you might as well put us in.
I mean, the main reason why I did is because of the Saints win, but like I said, like that's the only reason why. Like looking at the wins and the losses and comparing the teams that they playing, it's just different. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so let me ask you this: so if we blew Steelers out, then you would have put us in
easily.
Oh, okay. So that's what it is. The numbers, right? It's points.
I would have easily. It would have been no way you couldn't have been in.
Oh, okay.
It's the fashion of how it was carried out. Like I'm saying, like all of these teams, when they played the teams that they supposed to beat, they smashed them. I don't want to see. Why are y'all in a dogfight with the Steelers?
Bro, that was self-inflicted, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So how am I going to have these teams don't have self-inflicted problems right now. That's all I was looking at. They don't have no self-inflicted problems.
Anybody can have a bad game.
I'm not saying they can't have a bad game, but it's not a bad game when you win. But
right, that's what I'm saying.
But the fashion of how these teams carried it out.
6 points off of 5 turnovers, bro.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm with
Come
you
on.
That. I'm with you.
And then you say they played the Rams played
Panthers,
Carolina.
Panthers, Saints, and Browns, I think.
Right. The Browns is trash. Carolina trash. So they played one solid team.
What solid team did y'all play?
We played
none of them teams solid. None of them. Bucks sorry, Bengals sorry, Steelers sorry.
Well, and the Saints ain't no. The Saints are some bums too. Without Breeze,
right outside. They right outside. They lost to the Rams. That's what I'm saying. If they don't,
without Drew Brees, are they bums?
And that's why they're not in there either. I had them right outside, right after the Ravens.
We better than them too.
Huh?
We better than the Saints too.
Yeah, I think y'all are better than the Saints as well.
Man, get the Rams out of there, bro.
All right, I was there. If there was one team I would take out, it would probably be the Rams for y'all. That would be it, though. That's the only one.
Hey, that's fine. Get the Rams out of there.
You got one last statement you want to drop with the people before you get up out of here, yo?
Hey, yeah. Hey, Queen. Hey, go ahead, bang his left.
Hey,
Holla at you, my boy.
All right, bro. Holla, yo. Oh, man. Yo, that was my man, Pat. Yo, shout out to my man, Pat. Oh man, that's crazy. But no, it's not no disrespect to San Fran, man, or the Bills either. I mean, they both undefeated, but y'all ain't really doing too much. Like I wasn't really moved by that win against the Steelers for real. Like I said, like it was up in the air until the last second. Nobody else lets that happen on here. Like that's all I'm saying. It wasn't no disrespect to them at all. None. They doing what they supposed to do. They get wins. You know what I'm saying? Just not like these 5. And if I had to take somebody out to beat the Rams,
yeah.
What's up, cuz?
Ain't much going on, man. I just had to chime in real quick, man. I missed the first little early segment, but I just seen my man talking about the Niners. Mm-hmm. Now, who in the top 5 are they better than, yo? They're not better. The Rams will smash them. I don't care who the Rams played. He made a good point as far as, like, if the Rams had that schedule, they'll be top. But, like, the Rams is the Rams, though. They proven themselves already last season. What have the Niners proved? You know what I mean?
Right.
They ain't proved nothing. They 3-0 with – who's the running back? This is a serious question. I don't know who their running back is, yo.
I ain't write it down.
Well, I don't know either, so we just gonna move on. What they got? Patrick Willis back at linebacker or something else?
He got drained. Listen, for real, like on some real stuff though, like this is real talk, like as far as their offense is concerned. Because I was looking for like the main thing I wrote for them is what is their identity for real? They don't have an offensive identity. You got Garoppolo now. Granted, he's spreading the wealth, but you gotta have some sense of, you know what I mean, some sense of identity out there when you playing.
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this, yo. They not going playoffs, yo.
They're not going playoffs, so they 3-0, man.
What that mean, yo?
It's
You know
early. You can't knock on playoffs that early, yo.
Shit. Hey, I know a couple teams that ain't going playoffs, and they one of them. I don't care what they could be 5-0.
Yeah.
They still ain't going playoffs. It's still early. They ain't play nobody. They still got to play the Rams twice. They got to play the Seahawks twice. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, they not, man. Bye. Yeah, man.
So I mean, that was the main thing. Like when I was looking at making the list for real, I was just looking at the teams and wondering who could knock what team out of that 5, and I just didn't
the only thing I don't agree with that 5 is I think you got the Pack. I'm a Packers fan. I think somebody was asking in the comment. I think Big homie, man. I like the Packers, man. But the only thing you had them too high. You know
How
what I mean?
so?
Because I think the Cowboys right now. I don't like the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
The team I hate the most in the NFL is the Eagles, and then it'd be the Cowboys. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I gotta keep it real. They looking good. Mm-hmm. They should be. I think it's Patriots, Cowboys, then Chiefs, then Rams, then Packers. You know what I mean? Because the only reason I say that is Packers. Our defense got improved a lot, but our offense ain't moving yet. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Like we just played Minnesota, and when we played Minnesota, we scored the first 3 possessions. We had 21 points first 3 possessions. We ain't scored again. You know what I mean? Like, come on, yo. What is going on? I'm talking about first 3, though. You know, football games is as long as, you know what I mean? I'm talking as long as, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ain't scored again, but the defense held it down. Week 1, our offense put up 10 points versus the Bears. You know what I mean? Mind you, though, we played some tough teams, though, for real, though. Tough defenses. You know what I mean? Yes. So, like, we low-key, like, war ready for real. But I don't want to talk about us, though. So do me a favor. Nah, do me keep us off your top 5, because I don't want nobody be like, I want us to creep around that week 13, 14, and then we're going to make that run in the playoffs like we did back in 2010 when we won the Super Bowl. KP, you tripping. He ain't slowing down. He's just trying to get the new system with that new coach for real. That's all. But, yeah, though, we just want to stay low-key. Let everybody else do their thing. Everybody else, you know what I'm saying, Rams, Patriots, Cowboys, they running it up right now. They can run it up. Yeah, man, it's early. We still trying to figure out our playbook. And for real, Aaron Rodgers needs to just take over the offense, though. That's why they hired the young coach we got. Because, you know what I'm saying, Aaron Rodgers is going to run that, you know what I mean? And then once our offense catch up to a defense is over with, I just hope, like, I'm a Packers fan, so I know we ain't had no defense since we won the Super Bowl. And I just know
Big Rodgers!
Yeah, Big Rodgers.
Let's go.
Yeah, Big Rodgers turned them hips on him, pause. But I know, like, we ain't had a defense since, so it's like, I'm just hoping, like, our defense is just maintained for real. If our defense is maintained, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? We made some good signs. We signed some good free agents over the offseason and all that, man. So we looking all right, though. But get back to the original point, man. Niners ain't got it, man. Damn, I'm sorry, yo. It's just that simple, you feel me? Seriously, though.
Hey, yo, come on,
What
man.
you think, yo? You think they going to the offs and all that?
To me personally, like, I think they can make it to the playoffs, dog. I think they got a chance to make it simply because of their defense, for one, and for two, their quarterback be spreading the wealth, yo. Like, if you look up and down they roster, it's not like a single person. He be spreading that joint around. So if you look at a lot of situations, a lot of people get caught up in doing one thing, hitting one person. But the winning people, the Patriots, the Chiefs, it's a number of niggas that's touching the ball.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he on their level, but I'm saying that kind of scheme is going to put them in a better position to make the playoffs. You feel me?
Right, because he's making everybody a threat.
Yeah, it's at a certain degree, yeah. I mean, some people might be sorry, so they just can't be threats. But you trying to spread the wealth is going to increase your chances to do so. You know
Right.
what I'm
All
saying?
right. But like on some real, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm a football fan. I watch it. I watch the league and all that. But I have no clue as to who the receivers are right now, yo. I'm dead
Yeah.
serious. But you know, yo, I'm not even. I swear, I'm not trying to be funny, trying to put you on the spot. I don't know who the receivers are. I don't know who the running back is. I don't know one person on their defense, yo.
But what does that mean if they win in games?
I mean, it don't mean too much. I was asking just for my personal, like, oh, all right, they might be all right. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know who they got. So they can
Man,
win
look.
games, but they, like you said, they ain't playing nobody. And then second, they gonna get, man, Rams gonna, like I said, they not splitting with the Rams. They not split, like the Rams gonna thrash from Seahawks. And who else they got in that division, y'all? I can't remember right now. It's Rams, Seahawks, and probably somebody, sorry, I don't know. The Cardinals. They probably split with the Cardinals. So if you do that, that's 5 losses right there. Yeah, man. Just off the strength of that, that's 5, because they're gonna get swept by they're gonna get swept by the Rams. They're gonna get swept by the Seahawks. They're gonna split the Cardinals. That's 5 losses. That's all. That's all in the division. You play. I think you play 6 games in your division. They going 1-5 in the division. That's crazy. You think they going to the playoffs? That's dead. I mean, like, go bad, yo. Seriously, I had to break them down. Like, come
That
on,
ain't
yo.
they ain't in my top 5. I'm not too much tripping, but at the end of the day, we just
Then
gotta see.
then they hold on, my bad. I don't want to cut you off. Then they got a week 4 bye.
Yeah,
Now y'all got to run the rest of the season straight.
Yeah, that was
Good luck.
We're gonna see what they do, man. What else you got before you get up out of here, yo?
Man, that's about it, man. Got some, I got the Eagles tomorrow as a Packers fan. Big Thursday night game. Clean them up. We're gonna go 4-0. I think every team that's undefeated right now this week is gonna advance to being 4-0. Besides the Bills, because they play the Patriots. I think the Patriots are gonna smack them by like 14, 15. Souls for Goals. Y'all look out for that. That's my people's nonprofit. That's launching on Tuesday. Make sure y'all donate, all that good stuff, man. It's for a good cause. I'll let y'all see the launch to get a better understanding.
Tell him bring his ass on here, man. Doing all this free promo. Send some money to my dog too for this promo.
He actually he's
you?
working on his joint right now. He's working on his little stuff getting together right now. So I don't know if he's gonna be able to join. I see him in the comments though.
Now you do.
Yeah.
Come on, yo. All right, yo.
Not Vince Carter over the Olympics. But yeah, so I think like I said, the Patriots, the Chiefs, the Packers, and who else is undefeated that's playing this week? The Bills, the Rams. I think they all undefeated teams going be 4-0 for real. So yeah, man, I think it's gonna be a good weekend, man. I'm not trying to hate on the Niners. You know what I'm saying? Yo made some good points, but like I said, these teams that he's saying, like, if they had their schedule, man, these teams was proven. You know what I'm saying? They proven and they grooving. And then Rams ain't even getting their bag. They offers a bag yet for real. You know what I mean?
That's
So,
another reason why I got y'all so high, yo. Y'all ain't touched the bag yet and getting niggas out of there. Ain't touched it yet. It's a little
tough
piece
teams
of it,
too.
but ain't really touched it yet.
Who else we played? Yeah, we played the Bears, Minnesota. Who else we played?
Broncos.
You got that written down? Oh, okay.
Put it on them.
We had 17 sacks right there. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
so that was big.
Second point the game allowed, yo. Y'all didn't it popping right now, dog.
Yeah, man. If that offense can catch up, man, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be a real threat out there on the low though. So keep us out your top 5 because I don't want nobody talking about us till week 14, yo. Seriously. That's the last time we made
like this, yo.
Yeah, please, yo. Because we don't, you know what I'm saying? That's what we did last time we won the Super Bowl. We won off that Deshaun Jackson punt return. That's a long story. You probably don't care to hear. But he had the punt return, got us in the playoffs, and he talking about we sacked Flacco. I ain't saying he was good. I'm just saying we had 17 sacks. So I'm coming from the Packers. We ain't never had no good defense, man.
All right, Joe. Take smoke back comment, Joe.
No, I'm just saying though, because it's all in the conversation for real. It's all I rock with, yeah, man. But that's about it though, man. I ain't really got much more. That's about it, man. Yeah, man. Alrighty, yo. Holla at you.
Holla. Oh man, the queue is lit up. We got 15 minutes left, folks. 15 minutes. I'm going in order. 15 minutes left. This nigga is sitting by the palm tree. Yo, go in the house, yo. Go there. Come on, yo, with that, man. What's happening, bro?
No, man, I had to jump in on this after that. It was too much Niner talk for me. Way too much Niner talk for me.
What's going
I'm
on?
gonna say this.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta break the NFL season down into 4 sections. It's the first 4, second 4, third 4, and the last 4. Just because you go 3-0 in the first 4 don't mean anything, and that's for every team. You know, I'm a Cowboys fan, and I'm not pumped.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we look good, but I know we gotta win. We gotta do a stretch before I can really get hyped off. Like it's early, man. But as far as the Niners, nah, man, the Niners, y'all haven't won since Harbaugh left.
Mm.
So I gotta hold you. I don't care if that's last year or the year before. Nah, I gotta hold you to a standard that you've been at so far until you really prove that you're above that. And they haven't done that yet. They definitely haven't done that yet.
Put some respect on our stuff. Gotta go for the rating.
I'm sorry. Like they haven't done that. They, you know, you got a couple wins. That's good. Going into the bye week 3-0. That's cool. But honestly, they're not going to win the division. So, and do you really see them being a wild card team? Honestly,
it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, man. But I can't eliminate it.
I mean, yeah, you can't theoretically. No, you cannot eliminate it. But if you know ball, if you know football, if you watch the NFL, do you really see the 49ers as a wild card team? Because they're not winning. The Rams are going to take that division.
The way my man just broke it down and how they're going to have to go through their division foes is just going to be rough. So it's going to be a tough situation for them, for real, like, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's not they will have to shock the world for me. For me to be a believer. Because I don't see it. And as far as main man was saying, they better than the Saints. Because the Saints without Drew Brees, the Saints just won without Drew Brees. They just beat someone in their division. They just beat the Seahawks without Drew Brees. So
shout out to Bridgewater.
Yeah, shout out to Teddy. You know, so what is that really saying? They put up 33 points without their star quarterback. And he's coming back. So it ain't like he's gonna be gone forever. Because honestly, are they really better than the Bears? Are they really better than the Packers? Are they really better? Let's see. Are they really bad? Saints probably win their division. Panthers probably not going to be able to be a wild card. Each other than the NFC South and the NFC East, each division got at least 2 teams that can go to the playoffs. And they're not even the best team in the NFC West or the second best team in the NFC West. So
it's ugly for them, man. It's not.
Like, where are we getting this Niner talk from? I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. I just couldn't help myself. Like, wait a minute, it's a little bit too much Niner talk, and they haven't done anything in the last 6 years. So,
hey, they would say the same about them Cowboys if you let them get back on. But that's another story.
I agree. Like I said, I'm not pumped. I'm not.
I feel you.
Yeah, I'm not hooting. I'm not hollering. I'm not. You know, I'm okay. We won. Good. We look good, but we ain't done nothing yet. You know. Right. I need more because Zeke still he looked better last week, but he still look out of shape. You can tell he was in Cabo. He looked a little fat. So, but yeah, I don't think nobody should be like super pumped. It's the first 4 weeks don't really tell you how the season gonna look. Only team that really look legit are the Patriots, and that's just because of who they are. You know, that's just who they are at the end of the day.
You don't think Kansas City look official? Last question, too, because I got to get somebody else on here before we get out.
Yeah, no problem. Kansas City definitely look official, but I think they got some holes. And I think the Ravens kind of exposed some of them holes on that defense, especially in that secondary. So
they got holes.
Yeah, they definitely got holes that they're going to have to fix before they get to like December in the later months.
That's a bet. But yeah, man, I ain't want to rush you for real. We got one more person.
No, man, I only wanted to thrash on the 49ers fans, bring them back to earth a little bit. They was uncalled for today. They was uncalled for. You was losing. You people was leaving the chat. Like, come on, man. Y'all killing my man's show right now with this 49er talk.
Hey man, shout out to all of the teams, man. Everybody repping right now, man. Bring the viewers back. All right, man. I appreciate you coming on, big dog.
All right, bro.
All right, cuz. Hey, man. Hate when the camera flip me. Y'all just see the dresser over there. But look, I don't know if my man's still in the queue. We're going to close it out with him real quick. If he don't answer.
Yo,
what's up, man?
Ain't nothing. I'm cooler. You know what I'm saying? I had to jump on real quick. I was a little busy early in the show, but I had to jump on real quick. Man, say what's up and dip.
What's up,
All right.
Sky?
All right, man. Marcus, come here. All right. All right. First off, I wanted to say your top 5 was good for real. I was feeling that. You know what I'm saying? That was a good 5. You know what I mean? I felt like you should do it quarterly, but we already talked about that. But other than that, I liked your selections too. I ain't got no complaints with that. Only thing I would say is just because a team is undefeated doesn't mean they should be in the top 5. And just because a team that's undefeated got left out doesn't mean that they were snubbed. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're looking at quality teams, quality wins, I'm pretty sure the 5 would be a lot different. I guess the 49ers is the hot topic right now. First off, yo, no more 49er talk, yo. They beat the Bucks barely. Like, Jameis Winston played the sorriest game of a quarterback. So they beat the Bucks, Bengals, and Steelers. Like, their resume right now is terrible. And like everybody else said, they ain't done nothing. So naturally, like, they ain't done nothing recently. So naturally, we're going to have to see it consistently for anybody to take them seriously.
That's a fact.
Right? Let's get them out the way. So they're nowhere near top 5. They're probably not even top 10 right now. Ain't nobody checking for them. All right?
What, everybody? What's up with that?
I missed the first half of the show. Why are we even talking about the 49ers, yo? They're
just
3-0.
simply because, like I said,
the Bills are 3-0, yo.
It was because of the simple fact that I had put it out and on Facebook. It was about 4, 5, or 6 non-fans that was hollering at me about it. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, the Bills are 3-0, yo. Ain't nobody like we know like it's the Bills, yo. They'll finish 9-7, 8. You know what I mean? Like it's 3 weeks into the season, yo. Mm-hmm. Like you got a team like you know who I be rocking with, my Bears for real. Yeah, I mean, like teams like that had to come out the gate playing Green Bay, so you take an early L, but then they bounce back 2 straight wins. Like that's a trend. That's a team that's trending up. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like not 49ers and Bills because they 3-0 based off like a weak schedule early. The Cowboys had a weak schedule so far too, but they blowing the doors off niggas like you're supposed to. Like if you're a good team and you play a bad team, you're supposed to punish them. Mm-hmm. If the 49ers was a good team, they playing these bad teams. I think they did smack on the Bengals.
They smacked on first 2 weeks. They got out the gate on both of them teams for real.
Nah, but the Bucks could have won that game though.
Like I told them earlier, I'm like, yo, the fashion of how y'all I was about to lose the game against the Steelers was kind of one of the deciding factors, and y'all not being in it for real. Outside of that, go ahead.
They almost lost to the Bucks too though. Like Jameis Winston threw that pick on the last drive because he's sorry, but so they ain't got like quality wins early in the season. It's quite a few teams I'd have over them, including some 2-1 teams. You know what I mean? Like they'll have their chance. They'll go play LA. You know what I mean? They'll go play Seattle. You go beat up on them, then yeah. Then we looking at y'all differently. But it's literally like too much 49er talk, yo. Literally, too much.
What else you got, yo? Real quick, we got a few minutes left.
How much time I got, yo? Hold up.
You got 4 minutes because I need the last.
All right, whatever. All right. So
unless you want to go on the rerun, what's up?
Nah, no rerun.
All right, I thought so.
Flop. Won't get me.
Hurry up, yo.
Won't get me. But I just want to say my top 5 real quick. I go Patriots. They're another team. Weak schedule, but they do what they're supposed to do. They blow you out. You sorry, they're going to blow you out. If you're nice, they might blow you out too. If you're nice and you playing in New England, you're getting blown out. Mm-hmm. If you're sorry and you playing in New England, you're getting blown out. If you're nice and they playing on the road, you might keep it within like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
But turns out they're going to blow you out. So they're the top team in the league. to Dallas, because they just like like I said, you sorry they've been blowing you out. And I don't know. I didn't look at the schedule. The division stinks this year, so they'll run through that. I told Rod a couple months back that Dallas was going to run away with that division. He told me I was tripping, whatever. All right, so I go Patriots, Dallas. The two teams I hate the most, too, just in case niggas think I got, like, some vested interest in this. Them two. Third, I go Kansas City. Yeah, I mean, they got that quality run on Sunday over Baltimore. Baltimore is a good team, you know what I'm saying? It's never easy to beat them. You see Baltimore made it hard for them. I go them 3-4. I still have Baltimore up there, yo.
For real?
Yeah, I still had them, yo. I mean, they've been showing a lot for real. I still got to go with them. They went and lost at Kansas City. It's not an easy place to play, you know what I'm saying? That's not a bad loss. It's bad because it's early season, and then you turn around, you come back home, you got to play a divisional opponent. Like, this Sunday could, like, you know what I mean, really tell a lot about them, too. You know what I'm saying? You coming off a loss. You coming back home. You playing a division opponent. You know what I mean? You come in and you smack them, y'all right back on track. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I would have them fourth. And then fifth, I'd probably go Rams. Rams. They ain't been looking offensively. They ain't been looking sharp. But defensively, they looked a lot better. And they were kind of the opposite last year. Like, their defense stunk. But the offense was like, but once they get rolling and Todd Gurley get rolling, then it's right back to, you know what I mean, back to business for them. You know what I'm saying? And Aaron Donald already out there doing what he do. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, the rest of the defense been holding it down. They've been getting their wins. And then right outside that top five, I got Packers. Packers look good. You know what I mean? And their offense ain't clicking yet. So once Rodgers get rolling and him and that coach get on the set, man, listen.
That's the only reason why I'm so high, yo.
You know how I feel about yo. But like I said, those teams, that the five that I've named, I just so far just showed me more. And like I said, I'm not going bump Baltimore out of it because they lost at Kansas City. You know what I'm saying? That's a tough place to play. I don't think anybody other than maybe the Patriots going into Kansas City right now and beating them there. Maybe the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? Only two teams I had ahead of them. You know what I mean? So I go with them five. And then other than that, like I said, I think you held that shit down for real. And, I mean, I like that. I like that for real.
I appreciate that, dogs.
Yeah, already.
You know what I mean? Now go ahead and get some rest, man. You've been on the move all day getting your – what you say you had? What you got?
I don't want to talk about it, but, you know what I mean? Until we launch. But I got something. I just say this. I got something big coming on Tuesday, so if you follow me, stay tuned. If you don't follow me, you ain't got to follow me. I ain't asking you to follow me. Fuck you.
Man, follow that man, yo.
But you're going to see it anyway, so whether you follow me or not, you're going to see the big announcement coming Tuesday. And I expect when you do see the announcement that then, you know what I mean, you follow some pages and get your mind right, because I got something real big about to get back to the community in a major way here going forward, and I need everybody to be a part of that. So, but I'll touch on that more next week's show because it'll be right after launch, you know what I mean? And we could definitely get into that.
Appreciate that, my boy. I'll holler at you coming on.
You know it.
All right, bro. We're going to close our – hey, I banged on him, too. You heard him trying to talk? All right. But anyway, I appreciate y'all coming through, man. It was a great show. We always appreciate you guys coming through, man, and showing support to the show. We were very engaged this week, man. Just be on the lookout for more posts. We're going to hit you with some more of them little ranking type posts, the posts that I made the other day. We're going to do some more of those, man, and try to get a little bit more active and try to get something done to get y'all more engaged. There is no waves under this rag. But, yeah, man, we're going to see. We're going to see what's going on with the future, man, and we're going to let y'all know what's going on as it develops. So I appreciate y'all for coming, man. As always, the gift is free.